Hello, I'm Sonali Karnik. I'm part of the Cisco Collaboration product marketing team, and I focus on integrations with our key technology partners. As you know, the Cisco Live is a completely virtual event, but as with other Cisco Lives, we still wanted to bring to you some of the key features that are part of this GA bundle in June, but via this video stream. In this session, we want to focus on seamless workflows that are enabled with the integrations we do within WebEx and third-party applications, specifically with WebEx Teams integrating with Box for content management. I had a conversation with Jono Luke and Mark Fenner at Box to help dive deeper into this integration. Jono Luke is the Director of Product Management for WebEx Teams, WebEx for SP, WebEx.com online offerings, and prior to being at Cisco, he was a founding member of SharePoint Online as well as Azure. Mark Fenner at Box is Business Development Director, focusing on technology partnerships from the Box side. And prior to 5 years at Box, he was part of VMware and SAP. So let's take a look at what Jono and Mark had to share on this specific integration and where we go from here. Thank you very much. Let's take a look.
I'm super excited to be here with Mark to tell you a bit about this integration we've brought together, WebEx Teams and Box. As you all know, the world today is just a little bit different than it was 3 months ago in February. A lot more people, if not all, are working from home, working remotely. Cisco WebEx has always been about connecting people and ensuring that work can happen wherever it needs to happen. In the office, at home, in a coffee shop, whatever the need is, we're there for you. We're connecting those people to get work done. The reality is even as we get back into the office spaces, right, as we are physically closer together as we move forward, work throughout the day is still different. I start my day in the morning. I'm checking in with Mark. Are we ready for our live stream, right? Are we ready to roll? We may then need to double check on that PowerPoint slide. Did all the slides get in? Are the graphics correct? Then we're going to do a quick call, a quick sound check, right? A check-in with Sonali. Are we ready to go? In fact, that's what we just did. And then finally, later on, I get back to my regular work. I meet with partners. I talk with my team. And then in the evening, I check in to make sure everything's ready to go for tomorrow. That progression of work throughout the day, that doesn't always happen in one seat. It could be at home in the morning, in the office during the day, and again, back at home at night. That's what WebEx is trying to help you with. Connect all that work, connect with the people, get work done. And the document collaboration element is so critical because so much of business today is actually still driven by documents. Decisions are recorded, documents are signed. That's why our partnership with Box is super exciting. We have a lot of our customers saying, we've chosen Box because they are best in breed. And so we want to meet our customers and users where they are. And speaking of customers and users where they are, that actually forms a core tenet of what WebEx is trying to achieve. We are trying to build the best possible human-centered employee experiences. Now, that could mean a choice in work style. Some people prefer to call. Other people prefer to chat. Others will do a video meeting. You can do your work your way, right? We have those capabilities. You choose. The next is your workspace. At some point, we are all not going to have to be working from home necessarily. So maybe you want to work in the office or you want to work at home. And my favorite, maybe at the coffee shop, right? At the Starbucks down the street. Also, use the tools you want. Build your workflows. It is not the case that it is just chat or video that gets work done. Like with Box, document collaboration is such a key part of so many workflows. So we want to let you bring those in. Integrate the document collaboration into your day-to-day achievement of tasks. That's why this partnership is so powerful. It seamlessly integrates Box's capabilities in with the real-time capabilities that WebEx is known for. And then finally, you've heard us talk a lot about cognitive collaboration. That's wrapping all of these core workflow capabilities with intelligence, making it easier for you to get your work done. I love calling this getting rid of the mundane, right? Help me just get the simple stuff done so that Mark and I can focus on what we need to get done for this live stream. And that really is what and how we think about that employee experience. Something else that we've talked about is our theme of building bridges, not islands. Again, let folks bring the tools that they've chosen because they've chosen these for a good reason. Our customers have said, we want Box, right? We have chosen Box, we need Box. That's exactly why we lit this up. You should be able to use Box right from within WebEx Teams. And so Box is an example where we have worked with Mark's team to do that integration. It comes to you, no pun intended, right out of the box. Other cases, you may want to build that integration yourself, and we have APIs and SDKs to help you with that as well. And so the takeaway here is we want you to choose the tools you want and need, and then bring that to the party. Get work done with them, regardless of where you sit, how you sit, and what you're trying to accomplish. So with that, I'm actually going to hand it over to Mark to talk a bit more about Box and also where we're going with this partnership. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you for having me, Sonali and Jono. Excited to be here. Let me start by giving a really short overview of Box. Box is the leader in cloud content management with over 95,000 customers globally, among them nearly 70% of the Fortune 500s. Collaboration is in our DNA. Box's mission is to power how the world works together. While Box was founded back in 2005, so about 15 years ago, the focus has been on secure remote work from day one, which now is arguably more relevant than ever. Speaking of remote work, there are two key trends that we're seeing. The first, digital collaboration is increasing. Document sharing and collaboration have increased as dispersed workers and teams find new ways to connect and move projects forward. As Jono said, the world is a little different now than it was a few months ago. So during this push toward remote work, we have seen significant growth in total collaboration when comparing the last 2 months of February 2020 versus the last 2 months of March 2020. We've seen that not only is there more collaboration happening within companies, but also between different companies. And these trends apply to pretty much all industries. The second trend that we've been seeing is that we're using more apps and we're using them together. It's obvious that we're seeing increased usage of digital communication tools like WebEx, like we're using right now. Very important while working from home. But we're also seeing that people need digital ways to collaborate on their content during these virtual meetings and conversations. Since we can no longer jump in a conference room and physically whiteboard ideas or markup documents. We've seen an increase across the board in usage of Box integrations with messaging, video, and editing tools in particular, driving the transition from physical to digital collaboration. Video tools such as WebEx are seeing the biggest increase in Box integration usage with an increase over 70%. In light of these remote work trends, the work that Box and WebEx are doing for their customers is more important than ever. That's why we've partnered together to deliver this new WebEx Teams Box integration that makes it even easier for teams to work together even when they can't be physically in the same space. Box for WebEx Teams enables Box to be the one underlying content layer where files can be securely stored and shared. This saves time and improves productivity as users no longer have to waste time searching for the information they need, waste time reconciling different versions and trying to determine the source of truth, and finally losing focus as they context switch between different apps. I'm super excited about this integration, but really this is just the beginning. We see this as just the start of the Box and Cisco partnership, and there's a lot of opportunity and potential for more ways we can connect our products closer together to enable an easier, better experience for our shared customers. Our teams are in active discussions for more and different ways we can offer additional value to our customers together, so stay tuned for more to come from Box and Cisco. And now back to Jono for a closer look at the Teams Box integration.
Thanks, Mark. So I'm actually going to do a quick demo, and when I say quick, it will actually be quick because it is that simple to use Box with WebEx Teams. So I'm going to share my screen here. As with all companies, it's a day in, day out activity that you're welcoming new folks to the team. And so in this situation, Shane has just joined my team, and I want to share with them that document that I got when I first joined Cisco. So this is WebEx Teams. We started the conversation. To add the file, all I have to do is go to Share from Box, and right away, in line with WebEx Teams, I can see all of the folders and files that were shared with me when I was first onboarded. I select the file I'm interested in, Say, yeah, I want people in my company to see that. Shane's in my company, so yes. And there it is. It's added to the chat. And I'm going to tell Shane, here's that doc I promised. When I send it, as Mark said, this is actually shared from within Box. There is no copy being created. When I click it, you see the live document in Box. The point being, you don't have versions flying around now and copies and V2s and V3s. You've all seen this, where the file name contains the name of the editor, the version, all those things. It's all taken care of because the document stays in Box. And then all the goodness of Box, including the DLP engines, all those things, they all take effect. That's actually all you need to do to use Box with WebEx Teams. Flip side of this question, how do I get it? What do I do? Well, first of all, you need to be a customer of Box, right? You have to have signed up and already be using that. But from a WebEx Teams point of view, an admin just needs to go into Control Hub, select the Box, what we call ECM provider, and enable it for their organization. That's truly all there is to it. And then your end users are able to sign in and start sharing files as easily as what I just showed in that demo. Like I said, it's truly a quick demo because it's that simple. And the goodness that Mark was referring to that will continue to light up, well, you're just going to see it in the product. You'll see updates as we do monthly, and just new things will be there to bring even more to your users' fingertips. So with that, I'm actually going to hand it back to Sonali to take us home.
Thank you very much, Jono and Mark, for this really helpful overview of the WebEx Teams integration with Box. This really does fit in well with our seamless workflows as employees are working between different tool sets that the enterprise has given them and takes away the friction as you move between your applications. In wrap up, please check out the blog from Cisco and Box covering this integration, as well as our product announcement press release. We also have a feature video that walks through the same demo that Jono showed on cisco.com on our Strategic Alliances Partnership page. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Jono. Thank you, Mark. Take care. Bye-bye.